Hi, this is Troy with Chick-a-Woof Ranch, and there's Corbin. Say hi, Corbin. And today we're talking about livestock guardian dogs. Well, once again, welcome to Chick-a-Woof Ranch, and today I wanted to talk about how we give access to our livestock guardian dogs to the pastures. Now, I think I've read that there are two basic ways that you can train a livestock guardian dog, and the two are: one, you leave your livestock guardians right there. You leave your livestock guardian dogs with the livestock 100% of the time, so they're essentially bonded to the animals. Or you can bond the animals to the property, which means you leave them up by the house, which is right there, and that way they protect more of the property than the livestock. So we have chosen to have our dogs protect the property because we also have chickens and ducks and cats and sheep, and I think that's it. So how do we give access to the dogs to the pastures? Because obviously the goats and the sheep are contained in this pasture here. So how do we give them access? Well, let me turn you around and show you. Okay, so we're here in the pasture, and this is how they gain access to the pasture. That is about a 9-inch hole underneath our fence here, woven wire fence. So believe it or not, a 110-pound and 160-pound Great Pyrenees can fit in through that 9-inch hole. Now, I did think, maybe 6 months, 8 months ago, I wanted to actually put tunnels, like a plastic culvert, and dig them underneath the fence and have the dogs go through the tunnels, actual real tunnel. But the problem with that is we would have to dig a huge hole out for them, and it would have to somehow have to drain, and I'm not really sure it would work. So the dogs have essentially solved the problem for us. They've dug out their own little spots. There it is right there. They've dug out their own spots and solved their own problems. So they are very smart dogs. They can solve their own problems, and we're very appreciative of that. Let me show you a couple more holes. I know they're not real spectacular, but you know what? I'll tell you what. I will put a aerial map of our property and show you where they have dug the little tunnels underneath the fences to facilitate getting to where they need to go on the property. Here on both of our pastures, we have these pool ladders that we have for the kids to gain access, and I'll link a video above showing that video. But I thought about training the dogs to use these ladders, but I think they're a little too steep. Other dogs, like the herding dogs, probably wouldn't have too much problem climbing over that, but our big dogs probably would not do well on these. Another reason that I didn't go with the conduit, the black conduit, is because I don't know if you know this, but we seem to have a snake problem here, and the thought of one of the dogs crawling through there with a bunch of snakes kind of freaks me out a little bit. So, or the kids crawling through there. Ugh. Here is another hole that they've dug out, and again, it's about 9 to 10 inches, and it's just amazing that they can get through that. I'm not really sure how they do it. but I have seen them do it. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Can't the goats get out through those holes? Well, our adult goats cannot, and our 8-month-old goats cannot get out either. So can the baby goats get out? Probably. But will they? I don't know. I don't think so. They did used to get out underneath one of our gates last year, but usually we just redirected them back into the pasture and they happily join the herd back. They don't want to be separated. They are a herd animal, so being separate from the herd is a very bad thing. All right, so here is one of the original spots where they used to get out all the time, and you can see the claw marks, and I will measure. Watch out, buddy. Can you scoot over just a minute? Okay. So here is another spot, and it is right at 10 inches. And this is where they initially started tunneling under when they were puppies, and it didn't take much for them to get through there. And like I said, the goats used to get out through here, and the baby goats when they were just first born, but obviously they don't do that anymore. Now our puppies are two younger Great Pyrenees Akbash mix. They are the ones that crawl under the fence. Cherokee, our older Great Pyrenees Mastiff mix, he does not, I have not seen him crawl under. I only seen him go over. So all of this doesn't apply to Cherokee, but it does apply to our younger dogs. So obviously things are different for different dogs, different breeds. Maybe the Akbash part of their breed is more used to digging. They are excellent diggers. Cherokee can dig a nice hole too. So one thing I need to point out too is all of these fences that I'm showing you are interior fences to our property. So they are not the exterior fences that go outside of our property. These are all the interior ones. The reason that they don't dig underneath the exterior ones to get out is because we have a boundary electrical fence, a shock collar for them. So when they get too close to our exterior fence, it will give them a little zap. And that's why they don't dig underneath the exterior ones. All right, we're here at one of their main tunnels that they have underneath the fence, and this is access to the other main pasture for the goats and sheep. And this one is, I think, a little bit bigger. It's probably 10 to 11 inches, but they do use this one quite a bit, and they are very quick about using it. So I guess the point of this video is to demonstrate that livestock guardians are very smart, and they are very driven to protect what is theirs. And so it's your job as the owner to lay out the boundaries of what they are to protect. And we've done that here by showing them the outer boundaries of our property, and reinforce that with our electrical underground fence. Right, buddy? All right. Well, thanks again for watching Chick-a-Woof Ranch. If you found this helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, and we thank you so much for. Here comes the goats. We thank you so much for watching our videos and supporting our channel. We just really like sharing what we have done here on the property and what we're experiencing through our livestock guardians and our homestead. All right, Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye. Ooh, looking a little Luke Skywalker-ish there. All right.